Welcome, everybody.
Hi guys,
Hi, guys. Welcome. It's Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here,
El Cost Glam.
coming to you guys live from the Contemporary Resort.
Yes, we're in the Contemporary Resort and we are so glad that you can stop your day to come with us live. We have breaking news.
Yes, absolutely, guys. So we'll get to that in just a moment. In the meantime, we'd like to say welcome to the family.
First of all, I want to say hi to everybody because we're not going to be able to get to everybody.
Yes.
So I just want to initially say hi, everybody. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes.
Hello, everybody. So now, if you have not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Share with a friend. Sharing with a friend is the biggest compliment you can pay us, and hey, let's make the Mr. Traveler family grow.
Yeah, make sure you hit that notification button. That way you'll know when we upload. We upload every week and we come to your home with free information. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in on our channel today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for my cards, my gifts, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys. So we'll just give it a few seconds here and let everybody jump on board. This looked like a good idea, I guess.
Yeah. So we really appreciate everybody coming on. We're going to give you guys a couple of minutes to come on. Thank you so much. We're at the Contemporary Resort today, and we appreciate everybody who showing us love. And I just couldn't, I was overwhelmed for my birthday. I'm so excited to share everything with you on my channel. I will be showing like cards and gifts and things like that on my channel to let you know everything that I was showered with for my birthday.
All right, guys. So we're coming to you live from the Contemporary Resort here, Disney, if you can see. And later on in the video, we'll show you a little bit of our surroundings here around the Contemporary Resort. So anyway, guys, let's get to it.
Let's get started.
The big news, guys, and I am. This actually caught me by surprise, and I'm surprised that I did not know that this was going on with Carnival all this time. But Carnival
We need to
could,
step up a little bit more so they can hear what we're saying.
but Carnival could potentially be banned from the U.S. ports coming June.
Yes, Carnival has released information that is very shocking to us. We had no idea that this was going on, but once we did our research, and you know, when we present it to you, it's going to be on the straight up, it's the truth. Yes, Carnival is in processes of almost being banned from the U.S. port, so we'll let you know what's going on with that.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, this.
Up a little bit, honey.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, you gotta speak up a little bit.
They can hear me.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So, guys, this one really took me by surprise here, and I'm really disappointed. But of course, obviously, because they're already in trouble and they're on some probation, there's obviously some validity to these claims, and some additional things that have come up during the past couple years of Carnival. But I'm deeply concerned about this because one of the main things that me and Mrs. Traveler love is we love the ocean.
We do. We love to sail. That's one of our favorite things to do, and it's our favorite hobby.
Yeah. So anytime we get into anybody polluting or doing anything like that or dumping into the water, it makes me angry.
It makes us very angry. I remember when we were in college, we actually did a study on pollutions in the oceans. That's why we always come to you around the ocean because we have a love for the ocean. We love to take care of the animals. We love to take care of the animals in the ocean. We can't be taken care of unless we take care of the ocean. Well, for some reason, Carnival is dumping, quote unquote, inside the oceans. They're dumping oil.
Yep. So initially, let's go back in time and talk about what happened. Their initial problem started in 2017 when it was found out that Princess Cruise, which is a subsidiary of Carnival, had been dumping oil in the oceans for over 8 years.
That's a long time. That's quite a long time.
And obviously, because and listen, this resulted in a $40 million settlement with Carnival Corporation. So obviously, these are valid claims. It's not we think or whatever. This is a valid claim.
Yes.
A $40 million settlement. So part of that settlement was that now Carnival Corporation had to submit to what we call surprise audits on their ships, which go to checking the are they following the regulations and the international laws regarding recycling and garbage and wastewater and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, now what they kind of got into trouble for a little bit is that instead of, these audits were supposed to be surprises, right? So instead of it being a surprise, somehow they found out about the audits coming, and they would begin to prepare for the audit. So they would, email the ship, hey, audit's coming in 2 weeks, get your act together.
Yep, that's where we are right now. But make sure you stay tuned and listen to the rest of it, because it gets deeper.
Yep. So now some of the charges they have on there is that they have potentially, and I'll say potentially,
quote unquote,
allegedly been trying to lobby the Coast Guard to get favorable reports.
Okay. What does that mean?
So like the Coast Guard has a big part in this surprise inspections.
Oh, okay. Video buffering.
Okay, guys. Hopefully
let us know. Comment below and let us know if you can hear us very well. It's pretty windy out here. We're at the Contemporary Resort, and it's nice and quiet.
Yeah. So anyway,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, they can hear us well. Thank you.
All right. So the other thing that they're in trouble for is some falsifying of the reports with these surprise inspections. I guess they have different mechanics and things that go on board to look for this. So now the judge in Miami has said that he does not think that the executives in Carnival Corporation are taking this seriously at all. So for this hearing in June, he has requested that all the top executives, including Christine Duffy, report to the court in June.
Wow.
And they could potentially ban Carnival from the U.S. ports.
So we're not talking about being fined. We're talking about actually being banned from the U.S. ports. This is a big, giant deal. I don't understand how the dumping and the pollution inside the ocean could even happen at this point. As big as the ships are, as big as the cruise ships are, how in the world did this even happen? Comment below and let us know what you think about this situation. We had no idea that this was going on, but now you know, and we're going to bring it to you. If we bring it to you, it's going to be the truth. You can actually Google it and look it up. But yeah, Carnival is actually going to be banned if they keep dumping inside the oceans. And like I said earlier, we love to take care of the animals. We are advocates for the ocean. We love to sail. We do everything around the ocean. So this is really bad news for Carnival.
Yeah. So, and some of the things that after the initial settlement or the probation periods started from the oil dumping from Princess, they've also gotten busted in December of 2017 for the plastics not being properly separated with the food items, okay? And that was in 2017 by Princess. And then 2018 it happened again in Princess on February, and then again in August 2018 on the Carnival Dream. Same thing, plastics mixed in with the food. And so if you don't know this, when the ship gets so far away from the port, they have the food, they grind up a lot of the food and they disperse it into the ocean, and it actually feeds the fish. But now if there's plastics mixed in there, that's bad.
It is really bad. If you hear any honking in the back, that's because there's ships, little boats going back and forth from the dock. So that's what you hear in the background. But thank you so much for tuning in today.
Yep. So now some of the bigger items, guys. Holland America, the Holland Westerdam was actually cited as dumping 26,000 gallons of gray water in Alaska.
We're gonna have to move in a minute.
And
we need to get moving.
Oh, we got the shit. Let's do let a couple people out here.
Okay.
You want to move over here a little bit?
Yeah, I do.
We're gonna change locations just for a hot second, guys. Bear with us.
All the way back here.
We can go right here.
Come on, guys.
Let's go right here.
Okay.
All right, guys. There we go. We didn't really realize that this was an active boat dock here.
It is. Thank you so much for being patient with us. We appreciate it.
So 26,000 gallons of gray water and Alaska water. If you don't know what gray water is,
Ooh, this that nasty stuff.
Yeah, gray water basically is the water that comes from your shower, the sink when you brush your teeth, your washing machines with that stuff. So that's, that water in vessels, even private boats, small private boats that have bathrooms and things like that in there. You're supposed to get that water pumped out, and you're not supposed to dump that. So they dump that in Alaskan waters.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
It's actually dumped in Alaska waters, and you know how clean and sparkly spring water Alaska is. If you've ever been there, comment below and let us know. But now it's polluted.
Yeah.
Because of the Carnival ships.
And then the Carnival Conquest actually got caught dumping 66,000 gallons of ballast water from their ship in the Bahamian waters. So I'll kind of explain that to you guys too. For those of you who don't know what the ballast are, the ballast are tanks aboard the ship that actually take on water from the ocean, and it helps to make the boat lower. The more you add water,
Sorry about that.
sorry guys. The more you add water, the ship begins to, to weigh the ship down a little bit more. So they do that when the ship's maybe not as heavy, less passengers. They'll put more ballast in there. Brings the ship down so it rides through the water better, doesn't bounce around as much. And then, they do release water from the ballast tanks too. If they take it in, they got to release it at some point. They don't want the ship to be too heavy and sink,
Right.
obviously. But when you release ballast, you're supposed to do it out into the open ocean, not in territorial waters.
Yeah.
The reason for that is, and us being Michiganders, we had this problem from the zebra mussels. So what happens is you'll have foreign invaders and species that get sucked up into the ballast tanks from foreign waters. They'll go across the ocean, and then in the case of Michigan, like they came into the Great Lakes, released their ballast water into the Great Lakes and introduced the zebra mussel, which had no natural predators in the Great Lakes, and totally started clogging up waterways, messing up the bottom of boats and docks and everything, because there was nothing natural to eat for them to eat them.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Now they released all this ballast water in the Bahamian waters, and did it do anything? Who knows? But you're not supposed to do it. They broke the law.
Right.
So that's kind of in a nutshell what has happened with Carnival Cruise Lines. So it's pretty serious, and
It's a lot of accusations going on, and unfortunately, it's all correct. I wish they would just be fined, but they're actually gonna think about considering banning Carnival.
So
for it.
let's talk about our opinions of it. First of all, I'm concerned for the industry overall, because if they're doing it or got caught doing it, there's others out there that didn't get caught doing it, because
Right.
Carnival, I guess, in a whole, is a pretty reputable company. But I'm really, really, really disappointed in this, and I didn't know that until I read the story today.
Yeah.
So do I think that they're going to be actually banned from U.S. ports? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I
Maybe
think
they'll be hit with a hefty fine.
I think money talks. But I do like that this judge is calling the executives on the carpet, because they did not go to this meeting today. They sent their lawyers, and the judge called them on it. They said they're treating this situation like somebody treats a gnat. Get out of my face.
Wow, they're not they're not even taking the time to even look into it.
Yeah, so that's a pretty strong verbiage from the judge, and I'm glad he's taking a hard stance. They're bringing the executives in, and I hope Carnival does the right thing. I am kind of surprised, because we have done the behind-the-scenes tours
Sure.
on these ships, and one thing that they show you is the recycling area.
They do. We actually did a behind-the-scenes tour, and the ships were spotless. We actually did it on the breeze, the Carnival Breeze, and they were explaining how cautious they was about recycling and making sure they put things in their place and making sure that no trash gets into the ocean. Well, come to find out, they're dumping in the ocean, and they actually did it in Alaska.
Yeah.
They were caught and fined, and now they may be banned from all U.S. ports.
But what really disturbs me is the whole situation from the very beginning, with Princess dumping oil into the ocean for 8 years. That's
a long time to be dumping. That's killing fish. That's killing whales. That's killing all the sea life. 8 years, that's a long time.
So I am really deeply disappointed. I'm anxious to see
How this plays out.
how it plays out and
Hmm.
what Carnival's remedy is going to be for this.
Yeah,
I know that with the Mardi Gras, they're introducing the new technology for the fuels and everything, and
sure.
they're trying to do a more green, environmental thing. But they got
Hmm.
busted in 2017 for 8 years of dumping oil. So we're talking from 2009 to 2017. That's just what they got caught for. These are modern times. It wasn't like it was 20 or 30 years ago.
Right.
These are modern times, and we know how seriously we take the oceans and our ecosystems here.
Hmm.
And for them to have condoned this or known about it, and the cover up behind a lot of these things that are going on,
Yeah.
I'm the only thing I can say is I'm very disappointed.
Me too. Me too. I'm a fan of Carnival. I love Carnival Cruise. I love all the cruise lines, but I am not a fan of dumping. I am not a fan of ocean pollution. Like I said, when we were in college, we actually wrote a thesis on it. To get our degrees, we did a lot of extensive work covering the ocean. As you know, we cruise a lot. We love to be on the ocean, but when you go dumping in the ocean, that affects our livelihood, that affects our food, that affects the way we live, our environment, that affects everything.
I have to see if I can find it because I think we videotaped. I actually did a 20-minute presentation for a speech class in
Yeah.
college, and it was for the Pacific Garbage Patch. If you never seen that, Google it because it'll floor you if you
shocking.
look at it.
Hmm.
But it moved me so much looking at that Pacific Garbage Patch. I had about 50 or 60 slides.
Yeah.
I didn't even take notes with me because it was all up here. I had it all in my head. I didn't even look at the slides. I had the whole presentation down, looking forward at the audience because I had that much passion about it. This is very disturbing to me.
It is. We are advocates for the ocean. We don't just cruise just the cruise. We love we love the ocean. We love to dive. We love to snorkel. We love to sail. But we can't do any of that with the pollution. So I hope that Carnival learns a valuable lesson from this. This affects everything. It has a domino effect on everything. So I wonder how this is going to play out. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll update you on as far as what's going to happen.
And I agree. I see a lot of you commenting on here. They're the ones that got caught. I get that.
Yep.
Um,
Ain't no telling who else is doing it.
I,
How could they get caught though?
I,
How would
I,
they even know?
I totally agree with you guys. But they get caught because there's, people see these things.
Sure.
It's just about who's going to stand up and do the right thing. And I knew somebody was going to ask about the boycotting.
I just saw it from Fatima. Fatima said, "Well, what about if somebody boycotted?"
I'm going to before I go that far to say that, I'm going to let Carnival have their day in court.
Sure.
Let's see what they say. I see people asking, yes, we're going on the Mardi Gras. Yes, we're going
Yes,
on.
we are.
We're going on the Horizon. Those are the
Yes,
two
we
that we
are.
have booked right now. I'm kind of holding off on anything else right now, but I'm not saying I'm boycotting or anything like that.
Yeah, we
at
got
this
groups
point.
coming up, so we can't just outright not go on the cruises. But hopefully, with the new technology they have, with the new building of these new mega ships, they have to do something about dumping. They have
Yeah.
to.
We love being out there and enjoying. There's nothing better than being out on the open ocean, just away from it all. I hate that they have Wi-Fi now. I know
Right.
some of you love it, but I back in the day, cruising without the Wi-Fi was awesome. No phone, no
Yeah,
technology.
no, nothing.
It was just totally getting away, and that's how we still roll. Like I don't need it.
Somebody mentioned, what if your cruise is booked with them and they're being banned? We'll let you know. We're going to come back to this story because this is a very intensive story, and it's going to take a lot of time for them to go to court over it and research it. So we're going to definitely come back to this.
Again, I don't think that they are going to actually end up getting banned. I think they're going to get heavily fined if they get caught. And so let's see. We'll give them their day in court in June, and let's see what happens. We'll revisit the story at that time. But I don't think people realize the oceans are like the backbone of our ecosystem of this planet. It's what
We need it.
it's what keeps the world spinning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we advocates for animals as well. There's animals down there, living things that we need to survive. So
I'll take my 30-second Bible break here. If you read the first chapter of the Bible, the very first thing here was water.
the first thing that's in the first First chapter.
That's the only thing that
That's
was here.
Genesis.
So water is so
It's
important,
vital.
and I enjoy it. Us living in Florida, we fuss at people for doing stupid stuff on the beaches and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we don't like it. We're the ones who go around picking up paper.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but that's where we are. So thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed this breaking news video. If we have more breaking news, you know we're going to come to you with it.
Yep.
Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, or call us to book your next cruise, 877-697-4470, or you can reach Mr. and Miss Traveler at www.mr-traveler.com. I think we just froze.
Oh, we froze? I
Yeah.
hope not. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully you guys can still see us. I want to
Oh.
kind of show you around a little bit.
Okay.
And
Hopefully it'll come back
I'm
on.
going to keep going here, even though it looks like we're frozen a little bit. Behind us here, guys, is the Contemporary Resort at Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
And these are some of the
Oh, it's froze. Yep,
springs. Okay.
froze. Okay, it's frozen.
I'm going to keep going, guys, and hopefully it's still recording,
I
but
think it's frozen, honey. It's
um,
done. They can still hear us, but they
still
can't.
here.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and check off everybody. So thank you so much for tuning in. I see the video is frozen, but we're gonna let you know what happened when we get an update. Okay, life short.